Hello everyone and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. Today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about gearing. So basically, what type of gear can you get like eye level wise, and how do you actually upgrade your gear to a higher eye level, and what should you do, like recommendations from me. Before we talk with the upgrade vendors here where you can actually upgrade your gear, I'm just going to give you some facts very quickly. Just going to give you some important facts. So for example, gearing. There is 6 type of gears in the game right now. We have Explorer's gear, Adventurer's gear, Veteran's gear, and also we got Champion's gear, Hero gear, and Myth gear. So you can see Explorer's gear is starting from eye level 558 and can be upgraded all the way up to 580. Adventurer's gear starts at 571 and can be upgraded all the way to 593. And then we have Veteran, which is starting 584 and can be upgraded all the way to 606. You kind of get the point here. And as you can see here, the gear, you keep getting it from, for example, the first one, which is Explorer, is from Delves tier 1 to 2, where Veteran's gear is from Delve 5 to 6. Or Heroic Dungeons or Great World and looking for raid bosses. But if you go, for example, to the better page, where we can see this is the stronger gear, you can see here that, for example, champion gear can be dropped in Mythic Plus Keystone 2 to 6, normal raid bosses, and world bosses, and so on. So you can see on the screen right now that so each of these gear categories is quite important because you don't want to waste resources maybe if you have a very bad one. For example, if you currently have a Explorer item and you know you're going to be doing some harder dungeons soon, it could maybe be worth saving your resources till you actually get some better items. But let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So here in Donegal, here you find the new zone here. This is the new zone. So you know all the way down here in the left corner we have the new zone, Isle of Dawn, Donegal, and then in the middle here, exactly here, you have the vendors here who can help you with upgrading your gear. So for example, in my case, I have different gear. I have both adventurous gear, I have veteran gear, I have veteran, and I think I also had I also have a champion gear. If I talk with the vendor here, Crusol, the item upgrader, I can choose an item I want to upgrade. I can also open up my character here and right click on any of items. So let's say, hey, okay, I want to upgrade my weapon so it becomes stronger. So I right click on the weapon and now we can see, okay, cool. So right now, again, it's a veteran item. So I know by fact that veteran items here is starting at 584 and can go all the way up to 606. But this is coming from Delve 5 to 6 and Heroic Dungeons and so on. But I do know if I go into a Mythic Dungeon, I can actually get into Mythic Keystone 2 to 6, I can actually get Champion Gear 597. So it's just so you know how much content do you actually need to get better items to replace this. So the first 4 levels you upgrading item, let's take this weapon here for example. The first 4 levels you upgrade them, it only costs Valorstones. Valorstone is a currency you can keep grinding as much you want. You can only have 2,000 on you right now, but you can keep grinding it and grinding it and grinding it and grinding it. There's no cap. So just only up to 2,000 in your inventory, but then when you use it, it gets used and you can, like, you know, grind more. You get it from doing delves, actually not 100%. Well, you get it from, it says here, earn from completing quests, raids, dungeon, battleground, arena matches, and other activities at max level. So I'm pretty sure like you get it from anything. I was doing the raid yesterday and got 45 for each boss kill. I was doing dungeons, I got 10 from each dungeon. So you basically get it from any activity in the game, like even from the main campaign at max level. So yeah, it's a currency that you get from like basically anything. But that can be used to upgrade your items. I know especially with items that is like Explorer, Adventurer, Veteran, and Champion, I believe. You can upgrade them up to level 4 somehow. I mean, maybe Champion, because I know I do have a Champion item here where, yeah, I think that one also was only Valorstones. But you can upgrade it. Actually, this one can only do to 4, but still. So you can take items here at lower levels, if you know what I mean. They're not the champions ones. And then you can upgrade it all the way up to rank 4 out of 8, only for Valor Stones. The moment you start upgrading for higher, you can see here it would actually normally cost World of Harbinger Crests, which is also a currency. You can see this is earned from many outdoor activities, raid finder, or heroic dungeons. This currency here has a cap on. Every week you can get around 180 of these crests. And then every week you can get 180 more and more and more and more. So right now you can see we can get 360, which means next week again we can get additional. Let me just do the math quickly. My math is bad. So we can get 360 right now. If we divide it with 3, it's 120. Okay, so it seems like it's 120 every week. So that means next week we should be able to get 480. So this is just because they don't want you to like keep upgrading items for max level, like up to rank 8 all the time. Like, so you could just like keep doing no content and get items all the time. They kind of want you to do it in a slow pace. So these important crests here can only be earned a maximum amount every week. And I know it says season, but that's because every time a new season releases, it resets and goes back to the bottom again. So that means if you actually come into a season late, you can get tons of these crests. It's kind of helping you to like catch up. But yeah, it's helping you to catch up. And of course, if you start with a new season, let's say when season 2 releases, yeah, then you will only be getting like 140 or 220. That's going to be it. But then, of course, the more weeks go, the more you will be able to earn. I made a video like this last time where I said it was like 120 and that's everything you could get, never more. That's a big mistake. You get 120 more every single week you can actually earn. So, there's more to it. This vendor over here sells different crests. Basically, you get crests from doing normal raid, heroic raid, mythic raid, raid finder, mythic dungeons, heroic dungeons, and normal dungeons, and so on, so on, so on. The thing is, the stronger gear you get, for example, when you get gear some like this, the champion gear, hero gear, or mythic gear, then of course the crests you need, the Harbinger Crests you need to be using to upgrade the gear, is of course requiring crests from the same content you're doing. The cool thing here is that you can actually downgrade your crests. So for example, you can see here, I can buy 15 of these World Harbinger Crests, which is actually so World Harbinger Crests is where is it? World Harbinger, there we go. Is the one you get from Raid Finder, Heroic Dungeons, and other outdoor activities. And to buy these World Harbinger Crests, which is the worst of them all, like, you know, it's like the one, I mean, it's not the worst, but you know what I mean, like, it's for the baddest gear in the game. To get these, you of course have to do, you know, Raid Finder, you have to do Heroic Dungeons, but if you have done stronger content, you can actually downscale your crests from, because to buy these World Harbinger Crests, you need carved Harbinger Crests, which is this one down here, which is saying from Mythic Dungeons, from normal raid, and from Keystone Dungeons up to +3. So if you get crests from a higher content, you can always tune them down to lower content. Because imagine you get a very, very good chest from normal raid, but you have done a lot of heroic raids without getting loot, and now you kind of want to upgrade the chest from your normal raid. Then you can take the crests that you get here, you can take the crests that you get from heroic and downscale them to normal. You can also downscale them from mythic to heroic, and you see what I'm saying. Like, you can go from mythic down to heroic, down to normal, down to raid finder. Like, you have 4 different. You can never buy stronger crests. You can only go down. I hope that makes sense. So let's summarize. We had the different type of gears that you can see on the screen right now, where you can get them and what level like they start on and what level you can upgrade them. Then you have this window here where you can upgrade gears. So for example, I can take my cloak that I just got from raid yesterday. I have upgraded all the way to rank 4, But now at rank 5, it requires me to get Ruined Harbinger Crests, which I need from Heroic Raid or Mythic Keystone Dungeons +4 to 8, which is very hard content, of course. But that's the only way I can actually upgrade my bag, which I have received in a normal raid. And again, I also have this weapon here from a heroic dungeon, which I can, of course, can upgrade, which is going to give it more eye level. You can see it gives +3 eye level. Now it has +6 eye level. Now it has +9 eye level. It keeps like getting stronger, 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 stronger. You might see now on the screen right now, hey, wait, what is going on? You can actually upgrade it with no crests. What is going on? Why do we have 0 there and it's green? Well, as it actually says, this upgrade costs fewer World of Harbinger Crests because you have already acquired a weapon set with higher item level 590. And this is account bound. It is account bound, yeah, because I was able to get upgrades cheaper on my druid than my paladin. So this is account bound. If you already have upgraded a stronger items on your main character, it's going to be cheaper, easier to upgrade low items on another character. Which is why I can actually get up to rank 5 without having to actually use any crests. Of course, then if I go all the way down to the bottom here, it wants crests, but still to a very, very, very discounted price. And that's because, of course, I have this weapon here, which is way stronger, that I have upgraded to higher tiers and so on. And also because I have upgraded my weapons and my paladin to higher level ups. So it kind of goes in all. So that's kind of it. You get gear from different content, it will have this upgrade level. You can then go to this vendor here and upgrade it up 8 times to a higher eye level. Again, in from this here, from this to this eye level. And again, from this to this eye level. And then you can get as many Valorstones you want. You can get as you cannot get as many crests you want. You can only get the amount of crests every week, like the 120 crests that you can get every single week. But again, if you come late into the game, you can get many, 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 many crests because they kind of want everyone to take it in pace in the start. And if you then come in late, you can catch up very quickly. Before we end this video, I want to give you a bonus information, which I actually have a video about alone, but I want to give you a bonus information. So down here outside, so there we had the upgrade window. Down there, we have something called the Catalyst. The Catalyst is an item, you can use it every second week. So every 14 day, you can use the Catalyst. And again, if you come late into the expansion, you can, of course, catch up with it. You're just going to lose because when actually, let me show you. When I talk with the Catalyst, I can put in an item. For example, I can take my 590 boots and what it's going to ask me to do, well, actually what it want to ask me to, if I want, is it actually going to ask if I want to transform my gear into the gear that is supposed to be my set, my item set. So all these item sets here, it's going to transfer this item in. So if it's the same eye level as what the item level would be on the item sets, it will transform it from my shoes into the set piece shoes. Of course, the set piece shoes that doesn't have any set pieces on. So if I took the chest instead, it's going to transform it in from this random epic item bought from renowned vendors and turn it into a set piece. This is because if you go into the raid, you can get a lot of items that has no set pieces for you, but it's just some random leather armor. But you actually wanted the one with set pieces on, so you can become stronger. Because of, like, let's see, my Trash and Moonfire increase your damage done by and reduce damage taken by 1 for 1 second, stacking up to 3 times. Basically, that could be something I really want as a tank since I'm playing Guardian Druid. So now I can transform my chest into this set piece chest for using a harmonized silk. See, here comes the hard part. Harmonized silks, you get one every second week. So every 14 days you get one you can use to transfer a non-set item into a set item. So do I want to do it on this item here, which is veteran item, which we can see here. This is a veteran item that starts at 484, which is coming from heroic dungeons and looking for raid. In my case, no. because I'm rating normal raids on normal raid difficulty. So I'm going to save this very, very, very rare harmonized silk till I start getting a chest or some other items from normal raids. So you can see I want to do it, I want to save it for my champion gear. So for example, I already have a champion, I have a champion cape I could do it on. It's not going to give me set pieces, but it's going to turn it into the right transmog and what Blizzard thinks I need a stat. And then I also have my boots, which is also no, that's actually veteran. I actually only have champion back and a weapon, but you can't transform my weapon. So I could transform my cape into this cape, to this cape, and it would actually give me way better stats for me because I need versatility as a guardian druid. But I'm still gonna wait. I'm hoping to get one of the. Sorry, I'm still showing the text. Sorry. I still hope in the next raid run I'm gonna be able to get maybe a helmet, a chest, something else, and then I can transform it into set piece. So I'm not gonna waste my only one harmonized silk on a chest piece, which is not strong at all, because this is just going to transform it into a raid finder gear, which I know is fine, but I still want stronger. So that was just a little bonus information for you for this video here. So again, we got the guys in here that can help you with upgrading the gear, and we got the guy down here who can help you to turn a non-set item into a set item. We have covered the Valorstones you're getting from doing different content. We have covered the Crests, which is differently also dropping for different content. And each of the different Crests from different content is, of course, having its own season maximum. Yeah. I think that's it. Like, you should now know everything about the upgrade gear, upgrading system, and how to upgrade your gear, and the different eye level groups. Awesome. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in another video.